I was recently asked by a friend who's about to go out on tour if I have any advice for people that are going to go on the road.
Don't.
Well, I mean, okay. There's that. Stay home, save your gas money. If you're not doing that and you really want to go out there, we're going to have a segment, and it's going to be sporadic, but it'll come and go. And it's going to be called Tour Talk. So
did you like give him any like advice that like stands out for him in general, or just everybody?
I mean, for bands just going on the road.
Yeah.
How can you like
any like say like three
pro
things.
tips? How things that could help me on tour?
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, well, yeah, I guess there's a few things, I mean, for our band, we went in the RV. So
yeah, definitely it was convenient. And when you're in an RV and you can have all your shit inside one place, you don't have to worry about trailer, because
the
trailer's a magnet for a lot of unwanted shit, and not just criminals, but I mean accidents happen with a trailer. It's just trailers can be risky, so RVs are definitely recommended, but it's not always available.
Yeah, so that would be a thing. The trailer definitely makes you a target, right, for various things, whether it's criminals, accidents, whatever. But the question was really what advice? And I'm like, well, we're in an RV, so we would stay at campgrounds and RV parks and whatever.
Definitely.
Or
like caraways and
right,
any random.
Or
there's
like
campgrounds everywhere.
Yogi Bear
not
campground
city.
Or whatever.
I mean, not like the urban city anywhere. I wouldn't be going camping there, but
I would avoid like state parks and stuff like that.
If you're in a city, yeah, because I mean you're gonna pay a big fee for state parks.
But I would definitely
drive out of the city if you can. Anyways, it's just not good to stay in the city anyway.
Always drive like half hour out of the city, whatever city it is.
At least. Area Vibes. If you got Area Vibes, check out Area Vibes, because it'll tell you a rating scale of like how good the neighborhood is. Because there's some places you're like, oh, we'll just pull over here, and you look and it's like F crime, F unemployment. Like, damn, no, keep going.
Yeah, so there's a couple of apps to use, and then use the areavibes.com website.
Yeah.
And so if you're in an RV or you're traveling like in a band or whatever, you should use an app called RV Parky. It tells you where all the truck stops, all the Walmarts, all the good things are that you need on tour. Generally, those things can be your savior.
Truck stops.
Strange but true.
Another good one.
Truck stops are key.
Just remember, you're there as a guest, just like the big boys and the long haulers are. So act accordingly.
Right, but be mindful and respectful. Don't be an asshole. But for sure, act like you've been there before.
24-hour pilot or Loves. All those.
And I'm not saying if you're going to use the showers that you should pass the key to your bandmates so that everybody doesn't buy a shower. But I've heard that bands do that.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea if you were going to do that.
If you were going to do that.
Wear your flip-flops.
Flip-flops are a thing on tour.
Definitely must.
And you don't want to keep your socks, right?
Yeah.
Like straight. If you're going on tour, take a pair of socks for every day.
Roof shots after every show. Leave another sock on that venue.
And when you're done with the show that night, before you go to bed, just yeet them socks, because nobody wants to smell that shit for the whole tour. So buy yourself 5 packs of 6 disposable, whatever. Get them cheap if you want. Get them lush if you want. I don't give a good goddamn. But buy some socks, and then at the end of the day, yeet whatever pair you have, because, dude, nobody wants to smell that shit for 3 weeks. For real. Until laundry day or whatever. Oh, but if you're at an RV park or campground, there's generally a laundry there, so you can take advantage of that.
Bring quarters.
Bring quarters. And your own soap.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that little machine...
Body soap, too.
Oh, yeah. Bring up...
You don't want to be borrowing soap from your homie or some shit.
Borrowing soap from your homie, picking his pubes out of it. No, I'm good. All bad.
Any final tips?
Nope. Stay safe.
If you're driving, just be mindful of the road the entire time. We've all got plenty of horror stories, involving mooses or semis.
Mooses or moose?
Moose. A moose.
It's meese.
You're gonna be tired after a show. Don't drink and drive. Don't
drink and drive, and if you start to feel tired, pull over.
Yeah.
Take a break. There's always tomorrow to drive, dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it for today. We'll probably have more about tour stories and tips and all that bullshit as we go in this segment. But
Learn from experience.
right,
Yeah.
do it the hard way and pass on what you know to others.
Rule number 1, just make it back alive.
That is
We did it a
rule
few
one.
times, so we're good.
Don't even